Today's rancher livestock management software that earned its spurs on the ranch. This is the Today's Rancher desktop system. This is the main menu. Here's where you gain access to all the modules: livestock control, ranch operations, breeding operations, inventory control, income expense, and system administration. I'm going to give you a quick overview of each of these modules in this video. Livestock control. This is where you actually have all of your data for your animals. You've got your cattle, goats, sheep, horses, and hogs right here. You do have breed information. We ship it with standard list of breed, but you can set up your own. Quick cattle setups. This helps you do your data entry when you're first getting started very quickly off of a list. It's easy to do batch entries. When you have your kids, when you have births, you can do quick setups in here for shoats, for foals, for lambs, for kids, calves, so on and so forth. You can also get set up by importing a batch file. Just bring in your data. Here's where you set up and maintain your locations where your animals are, pens and pastures. This is all user maintained and user controlled. Here we have our pedigrees, where every animal you can control the pedigree and you can see all their pedigrees. And we also have our master livestock reports. This is, of course, all of your herd-wide information. Every animal has its own specific information. So this is the livestock management module. We also have our ranch operations. These are the operations that go on a daily, weekly, monthly, or intermittent basis. Medical treatments, you've got individual, pen, pasture. This is also called a global, where you can just treat an entire pasture or pen all the animals in it. Individual feedings, we also have our pen pasture feedings right here. Again, this is where you can go ahead and feed an individual animal, record their feedings, or everybody at one time. Your weanings, your animal type change. Let's say you have a calf and it's going to go to a bull or a steer. You have a kid, it's going to go to a wether. You record that here. Weight changes, keep your growth history. It's all done right through this one. Very easy to operate. Moving animals from one location to another, you can either do it in their master or you can do it right here. If you're moving all the animals out of one pasture into another one, just select them, click move. It gives you all of that information and the date of movement. All your scores are right here. Your tit udder, your frame scores, linear measurements, body condition scores are all right along this level right here. Sales list, you've got animals you want to sell. You can create a list, take it out with you, show it to people. You can also record your sales right here. We also have pasture management. You want to keep track of everything that goes on in a pasture. We have our ranch event scheduler, so that you can keep track of anything coming up in your ranch or in your operation, vet coming out, so on and so forth. Create Excel spreadsheets. If you want to take them onto a spreadsheet, you want to use it on a smartphone or on a tablet, and you're not using our Today's Rancher mobile, you can always create it here, upload it into a tablet, you input your data, and then bring it back in right here. Animal use, this is used if you've got animals that you rent out or you let people use. You can record who, what, why, when, and where. So these are the operations from the operations module. We also have our breeding operations, inseminations in one at a time animals, multiple animal inseminations, embryo transfers. Record your exposure right here. Pregnancy verification is controlled right here also. So you have a complete separate module for breeding. Now you notice we do have all these modules, and we keep it that way so that we can always update and expand our system and make it easier for you to use. We also have inventory control, tack inventory, semen, embryo, livestock feed, lab, medical inventory. Receive the inventory in when you record it. You got categories for your feed or for your medical. That helps your bookkeeper understand what's going on with your cost, helps you control your cost. And of course, all of your inventory reports. Big button, close your menu. We also have income expense, set up your customers, your suppliers, your sales, your expenses. You can have each line item in a transaction as its own specific category. Again, the bookkeeper, your accountants are going to love this feature. It helps you break down to get a good profit and loss statement. If you sell in various locations, auction houses, you can set up these defaults and pull it into a report and pick it up. And of course, all of your financial reports. You can click right here and get those. So then we have our system administration. You have your master ranch information files, cloud and mobile administration. That's right, because this package, this desktop will integrate with both our mobile software, and we have a mobile app for cattle, hogs, goats, and sheep, and we have a 4-in-1 which has all of them, and you can upload your data. to them and bring your data back in. Cloud administration, same thing. You can upload to your server, do your data entry no matter where you are, bring it back in, and you have everything in this master control. This lets you see the files you've uploaded, so if you need to change one, change your master animal IDs. If you've got duplicate records that show up, you can remove them here. You can take a look at the native tables and also how to get in touch with us if you need to for any reason whatsoever. This is today's Rancher Desktop, and like I said, we've tried to keep this so that you can see everything at one time. It's very easy to operate, very clean to operate, because like we like to say, today's Rancher, software that earned its spurs on the ranch.